after festivities. Yeah, just hit the refresh button if you can. Damn it, I wanted to go Karma. Okay. What's up, Harumi? Gray. Kill Frana.
I won't be denied.
Yeah, sorry for the stream confusion. The for some reason the audio just stopped working. So I had to like restart. I had to like plug into my mic to different sockets and like restart everything.
Always trust your spirit.
Yeah, I think it went over to a different stream now. So there's probably like 2 streams. I've got to go back in and delete the other one after it processes, most likely. Let me see. It doesn't like it when you stop and start like that. Okay, I think this was, yeah, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This was completed. Okay, so let me delete that one so it's not confusing. Okay, now there should just be this one. Yeah, just restart if chat's disabled. Like, I don't know what happens, but like if you start a stream and then you stop it, then on YouTube it will automatically process it. If you stop it for more than like 30 seconds, it'll process it and make it a totally different stream if you start a new stream. And so the thing that it might just announce the first one that's dead, and then you don't see an announcement for the second one that's actually the live stream. So sorry, my sound was working earlier. I recorded 80 carry tier list videos, so be sure to check that out. And I recorded some more Warhammer. So it was working earlier. I didn't restart the computer or anything. I don't know why it stopped. I'll announce it on Twitter too. And you can follow me on Twitter at TheStratProf if you want to. And I'll be sure to announce on there when I'm streaming as well. The hell cannons are cool, but they're really hard to like squeeze into your rotation with the horde buildings. Like, it takes a lot of growth to get them at this point, and I feel like I really need to get to Chosen. But hopefully I'll get some once we get to tier 4 in the Citadel. I don't know, Kamoy, man. I'm really not in a position to advise you about how to deal with your family. I don't know the situation. You can get it in Middenheim, but it requires tier 4, and you know we're trying to get to it. I said I was gonna get it. It's just they keep attacking it. Like, they've taken it back twice. So we might be able to hold it this time, but it takes a lot of growth. Like, it takes a while to get up there. We're trying. I mean, we're burning Nurgle with, you know, 2 armies at once. Sometimes even up to 3 armies at once to get the extra growth. So we're trying to level it up. I want to get them. They look cool, but and that's part of the plan. I forgot how many episodes I've released. I may have just spoiled a couple of things there, but I think there's that many. I don't know how many times they've taken it back at this point. Hey, what's up, Anderson? But yes, I do think they're cool, and yes, I will try to get them in due time. The problem is, like, their own isolated, like, with the horde buildings, that's basically all you get is you just basically get the hell cannon for that tree, and it's like you have to not get something else. Like, I have to get the wizard, I think, at least for my secondary armies. Got to get the wizard chain. Those also had the chaos spawn, which were really good kind of in the early game for us. Had to get the dragon ogre so we could get Kolick. Had to get you know, our god building. I felt like we really had to have a money building, so we were really hard up for money. And then now we're getting the chosen building, I think. Yeah, Karma's great right now. Definitely not playing cat support or Oriana support. Trying to win, guys. I'm going to play whatever I think is going to allow me to win a lot, which is probably going to be Karma unless I start losing with her.
I won't be denied.
I know everyone has their favorite champs they want to see me play, but I do not think Thresh is the same as Karma in any way, shape, or form. I think they're about as polar opposite as you can get. One of them is a high-pressure mage/enchanter. The other one is an all-in heavy CC champ.
Always trust.
Definitely do not want to do Morgana into Talon. I mean, the shield does nothing. And Morgana Lux is really rough too. Karma's really good. Okay, you're talking about like that's Karma's win rate after this patch. I talked about this in the 80 carry tier list. Look at this. I want you to tell me what you see in this chart. Look at this. This is the win rate after this patch. What does that look like? That looks like a 4% win rate jump in one day off that patch. I mean, I was wrong on my tier list. I underestimated her. But to be fair, I did say that I wasn't sure, that it seemed like a big buff, but I didn't know for sure. I'd have to try it out, which was true. Because she has been bad for a while. For those of you that weren't playing or don't remember, like a Karma meta, that is lolalytics.com. It's right up here. She was a very, very strong support in like season 5 with the same kind of meta that we have now, which is kind of pressure poke meta, where it was like Ezreal, Caitlyn, Sivir, and then Karma and Zyra. Hey Harumi, I'm probably just gonna wait till it hits live. I'm not gonna stream it or anything to start like while it's in PBE. I mean, if people want to try it out on viewers night, I can. I might try it some on my own time. I mean, if enough people want to watch it, you know, we can. But in general, when I don't stream ranked, the viewership tends to fall off. I mean, that was before, like, Ardent Censor even existed. I think that was before Redemption existed. That was when she was just getting, like, tank items. Not like, full tank. I don't even remember what the hell you got back then on her, honestly. I think it was just, like, Sightstone.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I can't even remember what the items were. Yeah, you probably got Locket, because Locket was OP. I don't remember what the mana item was people would get.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
As Ionia changes, so much.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I should have flashed. I forgot they had like 5 years of CC. And I was looking at the chat.
Heart and mind as one.
Minions have spawned.
We must all make our choices.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, have y'all never been caught in a level 1? It happens once in a blue moon. Like, maybe once out of every 30 games or something I get caught at a level 1.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
As far as, like, the people in the chat. I mean, she flash binded. Like, yeah, I could have flashed in response. But I wasn't expecting her to flash for it.
Boom. Headshot.
Motherfucker. How did she even get in that bush? Well, hopefully Draven doesn't connect on this one. He might find a way out of this. They need to nerf, like, Lux's bind, for real. Like, 2 seconds for a level 1 bind is ridiculous. Like, it should be 1.5 seconds, maximum. And it should be 1 second, and then you get an extra, like, 0.25 seconds per point you get in it. Like every other champion that has a CC. Yeah, Morgana's 2 seconds as well. I'm not sure if Morgana's 2 seconds at level 1, though. Is it 2 seconds at level 1? What the hell is that fan art? Hello? Is it that popular that it shows up at the very top? Guys, I'm not playing Thresh. Yeah, it is 2 seconds, which is also pretty OP. The thing is, the rest of her kit is not as good as Lux's kit, I don't think. Now, I mean, Morg's is pretty messed up too. I think that anything like a level 1, the very highest it should possibly be. I'm not reporting her. I mean, she's frustrated. Like, I wouldn't be happy if someone inted 2 kills that early either. I mean, I never do that kind of thing. It's like I said, my like 1 out of 30, 1 out of 50 games or something. Yeah, I just need to wake up and pay attention if they have that much CC level 1. Hey, what's up, Sammy? I think 1.5 seconds for a 1 point in an ability should be like the absolute max. And it should be on a long cooldown if that's the case. I let people get a little frustrated. I mean, I get it. No. No, I would not. I let people get a little frustrated. As long as they're not like too over the top, that's fine. And they're trying to win. I don't know, man. Some porn sites bought out Google or something, I guess. I don't know.
I won't be denied.
Flagged. Wait, what's going on? People don't know their roles? I'm gonna stick with Karma, it's fine.
Always trust your spirit.
Nah, I'm not gonna type in all chat to the enemy. Has this dude play Rise recently after the changes? I thought Rise was dumpster. Wait, this dude's like first time Jax? Bro, why not Kane? Is Kane banned? %33% Vayne. This probably is not a good idea, but I guess we'll play it. Build with Karma, it depends on how the game's going, but it's just your standard run-of-the-mill, like, Enchanter build. Like, Athene's, Ardent, Redemption, some combination. You get those three, but then the order in which you get them just kind of depends on what's going on.
We must all make our choices.
Yeah, I mean, it can be effective. I just don't do that. I don't know. I don't want to ruin people's experience. I mean, yeah, maybe it'll get me like another 0.5% or something on my win rate, but
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
My spirit is an
30
unquenchable
seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
he should have flashed earlier, man. God, these level 1s. I kind of miss Scuttle level 2, because then you could ward for the level 1 and still have Scuttle covered. But now, like, if you put down your ward level 1, you're not going to have a ward for Scuttle level 2. Jinx even started rockets instead of zap. It feels bad. If she had zap, they would have killed Vayne a lot easier.
Never again.
Oh, that third. She just auto attacked that third time. He did get the smite, which is nice. I got at least one of those birds.
We have learned as much as we have suffered.
What's up, Jake? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that, Devious.
An enemy has been slain.
I think I have one that's like total new like guide for League. Look under my topical guides. There's a warding guide, there's a macro guide, like there's a lot of stuff in there. Oh, we're down some in CS, but not like a crazy amount. Jinx has 2 kills though, so that really sucks. No, don't fight him. Don't fight him, dude. Why the hell? God, this Jax is terrible. It's like, bro, I'm obviously running. Everyone's pinging that mid's missing, like, don't do it. And he's like, hold on. Let me go in and 1v3 here.
As Ionia changes, so does I.
No, we gotta get out. They're coming, man.
An ally has been slain.
She has flash. Man, this game's killing me. No, Jax is the jungle main, I'm pretty sure. Like, Garen is also a jungle main, and Garen gave his position to Jax. Garen's the auto killer. That's what's sad. Come on, guys. Damn it, I couldn't even flash because of the chompers. She's so fed, she just like kills me instantly. Zap, super mega death rocket, 500 damage. I think she auto attacked me once.
Never fear change.
Jinx's name is Pedo Bear Crepo. That's a reference to Crepo.
And made a net between.
I think he was, I don't know. I don't remember his whole story.
An ally has been slain.
Focus.
I think it was something that was exaggerated, but I don't know for sure. He may have hollered at some girl on like Twitter or something. It was like 16 or 17. I don't know if he knew or not.
Never falter.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it like, I don't care if it's effective. Like, I just don't want to like perpetuate sort of a negative environment of the game. Even if it improves my win rate by like taunting people in all chat, I'm not gonna do it. Like, some things just aren't worth winning. Dude, I sped you up, man. I sped you up, man. How do you not dodge that with like 60% move speed?
Down.
I know it, yeah, I know it works, man, but it's not about working. Like, there's a lot of stuff that works. You know, someone leaves their wallet laying around, you can take it and take all the money out of it. You get a lot of money, too. Like, it works, but it's...
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
An enemy has been slain.
Like I say, it's just not worth it to me to do stuff like that. Not saying necessarily it's bad for everybody. I don't know, personally for me, it's not something I want to be a part of. Flash. How much damage does that shit do? It did literally like half my health. God damn, I might need to start just banning Nautilus again. If I'm gonna play Karma. She doesn't even have one completed item yet. She's got a
We must all
pickaxe and a BF sword. Which is good, like, those are good items for this point in the game, but still, like, it's like half of my health. Yeah, but I was at like 50% health. It's not like she's executing me when I'm at like 25%. Like, I even dodged the zap. I don't know, not a good game. And it's gonna be really hard to get back in here. Well, she just does too much. Like, Jinx and Sivir are just really overpowered right now compared to other bot laners. Like, she already scales really hard with her auto attacks late game, but her abilities just like one-shot you in the mid game. It's like her zap, like level 1, does like 150 damage for 40 mana. It's like more than most mages
Turret plating will
on a pretty
soon
low
fall.
cooldown. Then her rocket will just basically kill you with just a BF sword from like 50% health. Like, her numbers are just too high. Like, they gave her a lot of buffs to her abilities back when crit, like, wasn't as good. Earlier, like, throughout the last year or so. But now that crit's good again, she's just got too much. Like, she's got more damage than most casters, like, you know, like Jhin or something like that with her abilities, but then she also scales really hard
An enemy
with her
has been
autos,
slain.
which is like, you shouldn't have both of those. I think Vayne is one of like the more balanced like 80 carries. It's like, okay, her autos are really good late game, but she sucks in lane. Or like Twitch. Autos very good, abilities suck in lane. And then Jinx just squeezes all of them out. Because it's like, okay, auto's really good, but so is everything else. could have just run. I would have died. Well, even if she's not ahead, like, she can get back in the game because she scales really well. I don't know. I mean, she is vulnerable. She is immobile, so there's that. I mean, I'm not saying they should gut her. I'm just saying that, like, they should take some of the damage off of her, or at least take some of the base damage off of her rocket and take some of the base damage off of her Q. That's all I'm saying. It's like, you can have it scale with AD, alright? So, like, as she goes higher into the game, and if she wants to build a lot of AD, then those can do a lot of damage. I just think that the base damage is too high for a champion that scales that well later on. Well, despite Jax's a couple of bad plays there, he is, like, really scaling pretty hard. So he had a couple of goofs. Obviously, I've screwed up several times this game, so hopefully he can get back in it. Dude, we need to get out of here. He's going to press R on you, and you're going to die. It's not a 2v2. Like, there's Twisted Fate also. Like, they have everyone's missing in every lane. Like, you got to play extremely far back. Why does no one play Varus? Because Gensu's got nerfed really hard. It's the same reason most people stop playing Vayne. Gensu's nerf was brutal. People are just trying to make Kai'Sa still work. Because Kai'Sa has a lot of utility. I mean, she can do AP damage. She has a lot of, like, mobility. I think people play Kai'Sa too much also after that nerf, but... I don't know why Ryze. I mean, I guess Ryze had to match the TF. I really need upgraded boots. Hopefully he can clear this.
Challenge.
They have so much rotation with the Hecarim and the Twisted Fate. The comp's really good. I'm not gonna argue with him. It's like, dude, they just out macroed us. Holy. Yeah, we can't compensate. Like, in that, like, they had Rift bottom with 3 people, and then they had 3 or 4 people mid with everything pushed, and then Garen stepped out too far and got TP'd on by Twisted Fate and run down by Hecarim. Like, we can't rotate faster than that. They had priority in every lane, and Garen was just out too far. Like, I'm not Tom Kench. Maybe if I was Tom Kench. We just picked early game champ top. Got crushed by a Nasus. Went 1-7 down, whatever, 40 CS. I mean, we lost bot too. But I'm just saying, like, Garen is like trying to come up with some kind of excuse. Like, it was our fault we didn't macro up there fast enough. It's like, dude, we can't. Like, you have to pay attention to the map and just back up. Like, you gotta be able to take care of yourself, bro. If it's Garen and a Nasus, like, you gotta be able to function. Like, our other lanes are losing also. I guess Rise is doing alright, but here he is again. Have too much beef. What are you smoking?
As our lane changes, so must I.
Like, what is this dude smoking? He's like, y'all are scared to 4v1. It's like, dude, there were like 4 people on you. We were rotating to you. See you, Sammy. Well, I mean, we can deal with Nasus. It's just like everybody lost, pretty much. And like, nobody knew what they were doing on their champs. I should have just dodged. Because like, our jungler main was the top laner, and he never plays top. Well, I mean, we screwed up hard bot lane, too. Like, it's, you know, everybody screwed up. Rise did alright. But, like, everybody else was not playing well. Well, I just want to look. Am I wrong about that? You should usually do the shield, unless you think you're absolutely going to kill somebody with the RQ. Yeah, you really shouldn't be doing that too much. Which role is best to improve the game? I mean, each role has a different impact on the game. So, like, it just depends. Like, there's a different skill set for each role. But, like, let's see how this starts. Let's see if we're scared to 1v4 here. Okay. 2. 2 are top on him right now. 3. 3 are top on him right now. So it's 1v3. TF's not there yet, but he's TF, so you might as well count that as the 4th person. He's gonna be there. Okay. Alright, Garen does kill the Hecarim. Alright. Now it's 4v3, because TF's right there. Jinx is like 2 screens away. And then Garen decides to run in this way. It's like the best case scenario, this is 4v3, but this Nasus is so fed, we can't kill him. And the TF does a lot of damage. Like, they're just really far ahead of us. I mean, it's 22 to 11. We have no towers. They have, I mean, they're probably like 5,000 gold ahead right now. At no point was there any way we were winning that fight. Like, we should have just run out. After Garen got that Hecarim kill, that was a miracle. We should have just left right after that. Which role is the best to climb with? Every role can climb. You'll see people say you shouldn't play support to climb, but those are like on Smurf accounts. You know, like if I was like rank 1 challenger, would I play support if I was making an unranked to diamond, trying to see how fast I could get to diamond? No, I wouldn't play support probably. But like if you're actually in your current elo, then every role can climb. Like if you're near your top, every role can climb. And I mean, that's just, you know, self-evident by just looking at the win rates. Like, every role has high win rates. In fact, if you look at supports, they have some of the highest play rate plus win rate champions out there if you're playing the right champion. So if you're playing enchanters basically right now, you know, you're going to be winning a lot of games. So, like, your Sona, your Janna, your Lux, Nami, Karma... You know, all of these champions have over a 5% win rate. Soraka. And they all have like a 52% plus win rate. Or 5% play rate, rather. Like a 52% win rate. Like, that's a lot of champions that have over 52%. With a pretty high play rate. You know, if you look at bot lane. Sivir and Jinx are really overpowered. They're both 54%. Like, once you start getting into 54% territory, especially on champions that have higher than a 10% win rate, like, that's really overpowered. So that means that, like, auto-filled people are playing those champs. Like, over a 10% play rate is pretty high. But then you also have, like, Twitch, who can be pretty good. Like, Kog'Maw. You know... Draven. It's like they have a few, but they have some gutter champs too down here for sure. Like pretty much everyone that's not Sivir or Jinx is pretty rough. Then if we look at like mid lane, you know, how many champs mid lane have that threshold, the 5% with a 52% play rate? It's like Lux. Nautilus. I don't want to deal. I just got reminded why I don't want to deal with that. Ari, Malzahar, not as many in mid lane. Fizz, okay, Fizz, Cat. So we're getting some down near the bottom of mid lane. So it's about as many, maybe slightly less, but it's in the same ballpark. I guess you can count Zed as far as like 5% play rate, 52% win rate. Like every role is going to have 5 or 6 of those types of champs that are pretty good. Like Vi, Hecarim, Mumu. There's less junglers. But jungle is also pretty diverse. I'd say top lane's probably one of the worst for that. Okay, so Mord right now. Garen. Riven. But, like, if you play some of the little boutique champs that aren't played as much, then, like, yeah, you can probably climb with some of those if you get really good on them. Yeah, pretty much anything you can climb with. Any role. I'm not saying any champion. You know, within certain roles, there are certain champions that give you a better edge. But I think that the role doesn't really matter. Because they all have good stuff. You know, I got to Diamond by just playing support. You know, there's a lot of people that do that just by playing support. Yeah, Callista's still in the gutter. It's not her 10%, it's her attack speed is nerfed by 10%, I believe. No, you're right. AD scales at a 0.9 ratio. You're right. Yeah, she's still in the gutter. And she's really not that good right now. Like, part of it is also, I mean, in pro play, some people are playing her, but she really wants, like, tanks to be really strong. Like, she wants a tank support. And she really loves having, like, an Alistar. She's pretty good with Rakan also. Someone she can throw in that can chain a lot of CC together. Alistar, like, maybe Braum, Rakan, those types of champs. And those just don't win right now a lot in solo queue. Like, a lot of people think, you know, like, these hard engage roaming supports are really good, but, like, the tanks, but they're really not that often in solo queue. Win rates aren't everything. I mean, like, Yumi's really strong right now, and she's got a low win rate. So, it, you know, it depends on the situation. But things like your Braum, your Galio, your Alistar, all of these are not having a great time in solo queue right now. Nautilus is pretty much the only one that's, like, still pretty good, and he's fallen off some on this patch. Thoughts on Yumi? I think she's really strong. I was playing her for a while. I had a really good win rate. I had like a 60% win rate on my first like 30 games on her, but then the last week or so, I lost a lot on her, so I switched over to Karma. But I do think that she's still good. Callista is fairly difficult to balance because she has a unique sort of mechanic. They did take away her ability to like steal Barons. Like, to, like, secure Barons and Dragons, which are a really big deal in pro play, so I think they could give her back some buffs. They're trying to do that with some champions. They're trying to make them better in solo queue, but, like, worse in pro. I think they did a pretty good job with Tahm Kench. Like, they're trying to transition some champs into that. It's really hard to do that, to flatten out the skill curve. Because pros also like things that are very consistent. So a lot of times you'll notice, you know, often really powerful things in pro play, they don't play stuff that requires like really high mechanics a lot of the time. Sometimes they do, but the champion has to be extremely strong. Like, you know, Azir, Ryze, things like that. Like, there are definitely some, but most teams like things that are very like reliable, like straightforward execution, you know. That's part of why you don't see things like Yasuo a lot of the time. You don't see Riven that often. Sometimes you do. But it's like just a very risky pick. But yeah, they're trying to flatten the skill curve on some champs. They're trying to reverse engineer that, or they tried that with Yi to make him better at higher elo, but worse at lower elo, but it's difficult to balance. I mean, the best way to do that, to flatten out pro play, is like, or to like make something weaker in pro, but like not matter as much in solo queue, is to nerf anything that like requires coordination or macro, and then strengthen like laning stuff. So like with Tahm Kench for a long time, I said they should have just nerfed his ult a lot. Like nerf the cooldown on his ult, nerf the range on it. Galio, same thing. That's what they've done to an extent, but it took them a long time to figure that out. And they nerfed his W cooldown, so he can't do it as often, but they increased his damage. So if you just give something damage, but you nerf its like reliability, and you nerf its macro, then that makes it better in solo queue and worse in pro. Oh, can we please not do Teemo? Unless you're like a Teemo one trick. Teemo's just so bad. Like, there are some matchups where, like, if it's like Teemo into Darius or something. Wait. No, he's auto-filled. Like, their team is so obnoxious.
Always trust your spirit.
This dude, so our top laner's autofilled playing Teemo for has less than 5 games on it in the last 30 days. Our Hey Get Good was gonna play Irelia. Decided he wants to YOLO and play Pike. Low win rate. Well, we do have Sivir. Sivir does make me feel better. This dude's alright on Zen. I guess. Does Teemo beat Pantheon? I'm not sure about that. Pantheon gets that block. Grasp Teemo? Sounds awful. Like, what does Teemo do when Pantheon has that block and Pantheon just jumps on him and stuns him? I guess block doesn't block blinding shot, but Pantheon, like the jump and then his little stab or whatever, his E, and then his Q don't require autos. Like, I think he still does a hell of a lot of damage even if he's blinded when he jumps on Teemo. I feel like that's not a good matchup for Teemo.
Never fear change.
I mean, Pike could go top.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Sorry, I think I might be coming out with a cold. I'll try to, like, mute the mic.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
Teemo trying to get him to switch. Can we not die to a level 1 game here? I know I was part of the problem a couple of games ago.
Harden.
Wow, they're using all their words, huh?
Minions have spawned.
Okay, Teemo blocks the auto. Who cares? Like, it's still a lot of damage. I don't know. Maybe Teemo can beat him. I feel like it's a bad matchup.
I have seen two paths and made another.
I'm not going to tell them how to play what they play. I don't know those matchups as well as they do, presumably. So, you know, I'll let them make their own decisions about what they want to do about that. I'm sure he's aware that it's not a good situation, but maybe, I mean, I could be wrong about it. I don't know. I haven't played it. How did they push that lane so fast? She level Tornado, level 1 or something?
First blood. An enemy has been
Alright, well, at least we got a kill back, I guess. Oh my god, is this dude my grandma? It took him like 5 minutes to type that out.
We have learned as much as
Maybe he's translating. Such a brawl going on top, though. We're probably not going to get any help here. I hope they make Teemo, like, viable, you know? With the rework. It just feels like he just got awful, like, except in very, very specific matchups. And even then, it's not like a Grand Slam. It's like, he's alright, you know, against, like, Darius and things like that. He's got a cool concept, it's just like... What the f is going on? He's down 2 levels?
as Ionia changes, so must I.
Yeah, they're reworking him. They've been working on it for like 6 or 7 months. I mean, I guess we should have, like, watched. I forgot he was going to roam, like, bottom. He doesn't have TP, but... So hard to get an edge versus Draven also in lane. Oh my god.
Challenge
I mean, bots, summoners have been down for like, I mean, they're back. They've been down so long, they're back up. They blew them all level 2. I don't know. Zen is just, he's a jungle main, but he picks Zen instead of Kayn. He's got like, I don't know, 80 games on Kayn, 65%, but we got D4'd. It's like anytime I start playing with D4s again, it's just a death wish. Has trying to blame mid. It's like, dude, we weren't in lane. We have no priority bot lane. Like, how do junglers not get that? Like, it wasn't the mid that killed him. It was the bot lane. Because they just dove with Wukong and killed our 80 carry. Because the Wukong actually ganked, and we're gonna get ganked again. I'm out. I'm running. Well, it's rough. I mean, we kind of due for a little bit of a rough day because, you know, we had really an awesome day. A couple of days ago, obviously, we went like 8-0 or something. It's not a good recovery. I mean, like, that was all right, but they still get tower. We did get a couple of kills, so.
An enemy has been slain.
The problem is Teemo's only up 6 CS, and he's basically been alone in the lane for like 5 minutes, playing his bots. He's in the practice tool.
I have seen two paths.
All right. Well, we do have Sivir at least. Now, this dude's definitely coming down here. Okay. Never mind. I thought he'd at least take a look. Maybe jungler's not here. Yeah, we gotta back up. We have no idea where the jungler is, or Silas keeps flitting in and out of vision there. I need to get down more wards. That's something I can control. I haven't been that great at warding, even in that win streak. With Karma, I'm focusing on too many other things. Alright. The problem is Teemo, like, never really comes back in the game, and that's why I don't like those types of champs, where it's like, you have to be really far ahead. Don't have the damage. The Janna's shield, and then Draven just has too much with the Bloodthirster. For me to try to make a play like that, I shouldn't have tried. I should have just gone for poke instead of the all-in. probably need to go Ninja Tabby. I'm gonna get hit by Wukong. Zen's another champion. He's like very early game and falls off hard late. A lot of our team is that. Their team is kind of that as well, but it's a lot more likely they're gonna get going because of that top lane matchup that I was really like hesitant about. Kind of worked out about the way I predicted. Stomp, and then Teemo doesn't come back into the game. How much damage does that do on the way? It went through like 50 targets and still does 400 damage? I thought they fixed that. Well, we have no wave clear because we have a melee assassin. Maybe Pike can get back in.
Your turret has been destroyed.
We have learned as much as we have suffered.
Well, Nightbot only censors people that Silas is not OP. The Silas is doing alright, but I don't think he's OP in solo queue. He's good, like if you're good on him, but we have a lot of other stuff going on while they're winning this game. Like every lane won. I would say if anybody has really influenced the outcome of this game, it's probably the Wukong and the Pantheon have been the most influential. I guess I just go top. I kind of need to... Is he at least... Okay, he's at least getting... I really wish he got Sork boots. I mean, I know they have a lot of AD, but it's like, just go for the, like, the death shrooms. That's what we need.
An ally has been slain.
Never falter.
We can't. Wukong's gonna dive. Oh my god. Well, I hit a lot of them. Draven just 1v1'd That did like 800 damage. Can I mute people yet without like, and they can still hear my, and I can still ping?
Challenge what you do.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, I got wards on Baron.
Enemy double kill.
Honestly, don't understand how Teemo has more than like a 40% win rate. Hey, what's up, Meech? Not that Teemo specifically. I mean, that's puzzling too. Actually, I mean, it's not that much of a mystery. Dude never plays it. Like, he's played like, I think 3 Teemo games, so I would understand that. But like, just Teemo in general, I just never see him. I'm never like, I feel like I'm never in a game where Teemo's like, oh my god, holy crap, that Teemo is just like taking over. And it's like once in a like 300 games or something. I just don't understand the pick. It just seems really bad. Unless it's like a very, very specific counter pick and you can't play other champions that also counter that champion. So like maybe against Darius or Garen or something like that. But I feel like there are other champs that are also pretty good into those champs. Like ranged, you know, Kennen, Nico, like that type of stuff. It just has a bigger impact. Just like he doesn't do anything in team fights. He's so easy to gank. He has very limited escapes. I don't know. There's that one Teemo dude. It's like Challenger. I don't remember his name. We're doing all right bottom from what I remember. I screwed up some games. I mean, like that mid lane where I tried to engage, and we just didn't have the damage, and Draven blew me up. I mean, you can find like a challenger one trick for almost any champion. I mean, I'm sure there will be exceptions to that, but... Oh, after watching iPad stream. I mean, he's close to like being kind of viable, but like he needs help. I mean, that's why they're changing him. I mean, I don't mind like the mushrooms. Like he's an okay champ. I think he's a cool idea. Like a scout gives like good vision control, like good zone control with his mushrooms. You know, has pretty good harassment in lane. But it's like they've had to dial back the numbers so much on him that it's really tough because it feels like there's not a ton of counterplay to the shrooms. Like, there's more than there used to be. There's, like, sweepers and Dustblade and things like that. But, like, they've nerfed the mushrooms a lot over time. So, I wish they would make him more mushroom dominant and just take off some of his, like, attack speed stuff. Like, lower the cooldown on his move quick. And then, like, every time you auto-attack, it, like, lowers the cooldown on move quick even more. So he can constantly kind of just, you know, move quick. So he gets a little bit more of an escape. And I like the idea that, like, if he's in a brush or something, maybe he, you know, after so long in a brush, like 1 second in a brush, he, like, turns invisible for a limited amount of time or something. For, like, I don't know, 3 seconds. And then he gets, like, increased movement speed if he runs away. Like, I feel like he should get something that allows him to run away. So that he can, like, scout ahead, like he says. I feel like he should be very mobile. Have, like, decent sort of harassment in lane. Dial it back a little bit if necessary. Oh, God. Dude, their team is so strong. Alright, I dodge. I dodged. That's fine. I kind of wanted to dodge that anyways. Like, their team's just too strong. I don't like our comp at all. Like, they have so many ways to win the game. Like, we're probably going to lose lane against Jen. Azir scales really hard. I don't remember what we had mid lane. And then they had... What they had? They had Jax. I mean, let me go back and see here. We had Shaco middle. Okay, yeah, it's 100% a stream. Like, who said they like our comp? Shaco, yeah. I love our comp, dude. Shaco barrier ignite middle. Sounds great. Sounds like that's going to slam his ear middle. Shyvana's going to put no pressure or low pressure on Yi. Yi's going to get to free farm in the jungle. We don't have any CC aside from just the Shaco middle. We're probably going to lose bot lane. Even if I pick Nami, I mean, maybe we can beat a Gen Alistar, but I don't think so. Alistar is like so scary if I pick something like Nami. It's like Jax into Aatrox. Maybe that can work. I don't know that one too well, but I'm still very scared of Jax. Even like the Yi, Azir, and Jax are all like really hard carries late game, and then the Jhin was gonna like Jhin Alistar was gonna make it really difficult for us to win bot lane. So it's a very high probability they're gonna win both, either one or both of the solo lanes. Our best case scenario was probably go even bot lane, and then jungle was just gonna be a farm off against the Master Yi. So it was just like nothing was looking good. What's up with the viewers? Like, is YouTube messing up the stuff again? I know I started kind of late tonight, but is YouTube just like not announcing things anymore or what? It just feels like it's totally random. Like some nights we get like 200 concurrent viewers. I guess for the last night we were getting pretty close. I think we usually get to like 180 to 200 a lot of nights. Maybe that was like Thursday and Wednesday. But then last night was a really low night, and then like tonight's low, but I did start late tonight, so that's fair. I mean, it's fine. I just wish I knew the logic behind it sometimes. Like maybe there's some event going on or something. It is Father's Day weekend, so I guess that could be a thing. Why did Shaco's win rate increase in the late game? He has pretty good split push pressure with his clones. Like, he used to be, like, he had to win early game, but they changed stuff around on him to make him a little bit better late game. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Lucas. I don't know. Might be because it's like Father's Day weekend or something. Yi is nerfed. I mean, like, Yi's definitely not as scary as he used to be, but your mom likely wasn't even in the mood. Oh, you're saying for your conception. That's right. Shout out to all the dads making it happen. All right, we got 1 minute. Let me swing by the restroom real quick, and then we'll get back in there. Sadie, I will get you. Click the pic that says high school. I'm trying to spot it. I don't know where it is. Oh. That was me senior year of high school. Well, like the final semester of my senior year of high school. Looks the same. I appreciate it. Beard does age up a bit. I would try to build Infinity Edge on Ashe, unless you're pretty far behind. Like, Infinity Edge is much more damage to an individual champion, but when you go Blade the Red King plus Hurricane, that's probably a little bit more damage to multiple targets in a team fight. But you don't get lifesteal if you don't go Blade the Red King. And it's more expensive to finish Infinity Edge, but yeah, I would try to get Infinity. If you're like, if you can play the lane well enough to not need the lifesteal. I have a whole Ashe guide where I kind of break down the math for you, if you want to check that out.
I won't be denied.
They're like, we better get all these champions that are sub 50% out of here. Okay. Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll try to get to win here. Really? Oh, we have Karma. Okay. I thought they got Karma. I was like, damn it. Well, I still wanted a player. Lucian. Oh, Lord. God, they're going to scale so hard. Yeah, Sejuani is very strong right now. I don't want to do Sona into Jax.
Decide what the tide will bring.
Yeah, Karma's really good right now. Pretty much, I think she's great support. I think she's still pretty good top lane and mid lane too. If you have the right kind of comp for it. Oh, I forgot. Don't I have chromas for this now? I think Nautilus was banned, maybe. I don't know. They hadn't picked their support. Like, if I picked Nautilus, they could just pick something like Morgana, and it would be terrible. Chad Longrod. What a name. I did, yeah, but I said also in that tier list that I hadn't played her yet, and I needed a player to like know for sure about those buffs. And then I played her like 2 days after the tier list or something, and she's really, really strong. I went on an 8-game win streak. If you haven't been here in the last couple of days, we lost some yesterday. I think we went 4-2 yesterday, but we played 10 games ever in a row and went 80%. Now, it's not all karma. Like, we had some, you know, pretty good teams and things like that on our side, but she feels really strong. Like, 2.5 second move speed on that shield is massive. Because she can spread that shield to everybody, so it can give your whole team basically a Shirelia's. They lowered the cooldown on her, or the mana cost on her shield also, which is very relevant, especially for the laning phase. And I thought they gave her one other buff too, but I can't remember what it is. I know it was speed boost on the shield, mana cost on the shield, and I feel like there was one other one too, but I can't remember what it is offhand. But yeah, and then she's really good with the kinds of champions that are being played a lot right now, like Sivir, Caitlyn, Ezreal, these kind of poke champs. It's pretty good. First pentakill, probably Zyra, maybe Rumble. I know I've gotten a pentakill on stream during Viewers Night before with like Brand, I think. What's the yikes?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh, so you can't read.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, she is, but she should have gone Klepto.
Quit flopping around. Minions have spawned.
I mean, it's not the worst thing you could pick to have to go top, but hey, thanks AJ. I mean, Nami's my most played champion of the season. Pretty good blind pick, and she's like pretty decent in pretty much every meta. Oh, he started Mana Crystal. That's interesting. The disrespect. Oh, no, never mind. That's Rise. Alright. That's kind of a waste. We're not going to do anything even if I land that bubble. Jax could come down here. I'm gonna go ward the scuttle after we push this up. Damn it. Alright.
Sure as the tides.
So pushing towards them too. Yeah. We should have just maybe just gone for the scuttle. He was probably gonna go for it though. Our Lucian just can't really see us at all. I mean, there's no camp, so like he has to gank bottom. Okay, well, or middle. He chose to gank middle. He's got to do something though. He got Vagar's flash. And he got rewarded for bad pathing. Hecarim's gonna int into them. Yeah, there's Bard. Yeah, he's dead. Wow, how did they screw that up? They had 3 people all around him. He doesn't even have flash. I was hoping he was gonna dash in there, but we don't know where Bard is.
I will see my home again.
We're getting ganked, aren't we? I thought for sure we were gonna get ganked right there. I gotta eat the biscuit just for the mana. We might get ganked here. Bard just opened up so many gank paths. He's really annoying to play against. Okay, nice. It's just, well, yeah. Okay, we can go. Yeah, he's really low.
An enemy has been slain.
I didn't have enough mana for a W, so I just walked up, ignited him, took aggro, took 2 shots, flash. Gonna hit him with that rare boy. Give me them rare boys, Lev. What is it like? Can't do it. We gotta get Twitch so I can get the emotes. Gotta get to attitude. I can't even do the attitude shoulders. What do I think about Mordekaiser compared to the old one? Who do you think was better? I mean, well, old Mord was awful for the most part. There were certain splashes. New Mord, people, he's like, He's good right now, I think, but that's because, like, probably 80% of the population doesn't know you can Quicksilver Sash his ult. I mean, hell, people may not even buy Quicksilver Sash, even if they know that works. People still don't buy Quicksilver against Malzahar and Skarner, so... He can be alright. I mean, I think he's a little overhyped right now, but I don't know. I don't know his win rates right off the top of my head, but he's definitely better than he was. I think it's a better design overall to work with. Oh, God. Really? Oh, Jesus. If they popped 6 off of that. Well...
Shut down.
I will see my home again.
It's a good rule of thumb. If their support's been playing, like, relatively passive the whole game, especially if they just got double killed, probably a hint that the jungler's somewhere in the area.
Has been slain.
I mean, that was a creative gank. Because I'm pretty sure we had the front bush warded, but... Yeah, if Bard was, like, really far out of position. Like, he walked straight up. I mean, he set that up by doing that earlier and being, like, really dumb when the jungler was not there. So maybe that was his master plan. Maybe he was like, hey, I'm going to be really far out of position, get chunked out, and then I'm going to do it again and die the second time. And then, after I get him, like, thinking that I don't know what's going on, then I'm going to bait by being out of position. Get a double kill, get the dragon. It was the 5-head action. I'm all about that 5-head action.
Has been slain.
Oh, that was pretty creative. He ulted the thing. Yeah, it was some next level stuff there. That was losing the battle so you win the war right there.
I still hear the song of the sea.
Ally has
Lord.
been slain.
Dude, I don't know where these guys are. You got a wall or whatever for him? The fuck? He don't even have cage? If he had cage, I was gonna wave. I'm gonna have to go through mid. Okay, he ran from me. Someone's got to get this experience. Like, we can't just A-ram bottom while Ezreal just sits here and gets plates.
An enemy has been slain.
That's already really bad. Like, that's probably not even worth. We just gave over 2 towers and, like, 15 CS in order to get 1 kill middle. Yeah, it's definitely not worth. That 2 plates alone are worth more than a lot of kills. Well, kills give assists too. Like, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but like 2 or 3 minion waves plus 2 plates, yeah. Damn it. I should have just aimed for the Bard. God bless it.
Ally has been slain.
Yeah, now we're down like 20 CS when we were up in CS, and we were up in map pressure. It was a terrible roam. That's why roaming is almost always bad. It's just like really risky. They're gonna get this tower. That might be the, like, if we lose, that is a major reason why we just lost. I didn't mind roaming up once just to see if we could catch the jacks in the bush or something, but like staying up there to ARAM middle was just atrocious. We didn't even get a single plate off of that. Mid lane still has 5 plates.
Turret plating will fall soon. An enemy has been slain.
I should have just taken the
There's always another wave.
what is he rushing? Nice foul.
Quit flopping around.
Don't E4 it easy, that's right. We gave Easy a little boost though. We bailed him out of the lane with that roam, so we could have kept the pressure up. Ezreal's still really far ahead of us, though. He's got his Mirror Mana and his Sheen. Can't even do anything to him. Lucian's just not going to have the damage to burst him. Wow, I don't know how they didn't kill him. I guess. Well, we stalled. I hit the Jax with the wave, which stalled him out pretty hard, I think. And then Ezreal probably just missed everything. Got him with that rare boy. Yo, what up, Sam?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Rare boy. We just Pepega'd those fools. We hit him with the Pepe hands. I'm gonna greed out a little bit here.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna go for redemption, I think.
Double kill.
Okay, nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it was a bit too hard, man. Without knowing where they are. Yeah, it's gonna cost us probably 2 towers. Tower and a half.
Slain.
Arma, shut your mouth. Get this Karma, quit crying. Come get the free gold. Dude, get this free gold. Dude, run to your team, man. Okay, there we go. Hecarim's at Dragon.
An enemy has been slain.
Lucian is a YOLO player. That's right. Just keep your mouth shut and YOLO and get carried. That's how it works.
We are all
Killing spree.
Yeah, you're gonna get jumped on out of that bush.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Keck 'em, baby. Hit 'em with them kecks. Spanish soap opera sounds. Got him long range? Nope, don't got him. Oh, Lord. This Karma's actually playing pretty well, to be honest. Karma's OP right now, man. Like, I've seen her do very well in, like, every lane. Maybe not as jungler, but, like, either of the solo lanes or support is really strong. She didn't even have the right rune. Should have taken Klepto, but she goofed up. She done goofed it. My wife gets triggered if you tell her she done goofed something.
Rampage.
It's like I didn't done goof. I has the high ground. Oh, Lord. The old Tilterino. From that Karma. Constantly proccing those empowered W's. Or the empowered, yeah. RWs. Can we get top? I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything. Or no. Get dragon. Drag. We're not getting through that.
We are all tied.
Wait. He used his item active on that? I guess so he could kite it or something? I don't know. Seems a little weird. How about we just get this Infernal Dragon instead of trolling? Guys, they might Baron.
Unstoppable.
Who cares? Like, this dude's worth like 50 gold. Like, just get the dragon. And it's probably not going to matter, but that gives them, like, at least they know we're all bot side. Like, maybe they do something with that information. Probably not. I mean, it is 31 to 13, but I still think that's a mistake. Hey, what's up, dragon? Mixed. If we win this one, we'll be 2-1. Okay, Jackson's base. He's in the base, we got it.
Swim against the current. Quit flopping around.
Yeah, we were late. We had a wedding that my wife and I went to.
An enemy has been slain.
Get him with that rare boy. Oh god. We gotta get out of here. Not worth.
Double kill. Dominating.
We had no other pressure anywhere else on the map. Taco gonna come for you.
Shut down.
Oh, is that a taco? Is that Taco's meme? I've seen that. Isn't there like a wizard or something that does that? Did he design that himself?
I will see my home again.
I remember like Philo, like there's some big controversy. Philo like jacked his build or something and didn't give him any credit for it. Like some unique thing about Jen. And there was like this big controversy.
We are all tied to the ocean.
Okay.
Has been
Why can't we just group?
Never falter.
an inhibitor.
Castellano.
I mean, I think it's okay to like, if someone else like says some information, you know, it's like on a Reddit post or something like that. I think that's probably kind of fair game if it's like on a public forum like that. But if it's you know, if it's their personal video from their like their own YouTube and it's like exactly what the person says, I think at a minimum you got to give them a shout out. You know what I mean?
Down. Enemy. An ally has been slain.
Yeah, people just don't understand patience in this game. It's like always. There's no reason not to get this dragon. Like, we're waiting on Karma anyways. Lord. Lord have mercy on them boys. A for rip, B for not rip. What's going on? Did the stream mess up? I don't see any dropped frames. Yo, what up, AJ? Wait, AJ, are you the Yi from the game? AJ Ferguson? Or are you a different AJ? I just noticed that. We'll give it up to the Karma. She was keeping it real even though she didn't, like, realize which role she was playing. Oops, thought I was support, picked Karma. It's fine. It might be on YouTube's end. I don't know. Like, I don't see any dropped frames. Usually if it's lagging on my end, like my input, then it'll have dropped frames. Dang it. How was I already down to like 21? I thought I was at... Maybe I had it misrecorded. I thought I started at 57 or something and lost 2, which would be 16 each. That's 32. I should have been at least at 25. We did have a 3-point dodge in there. I don't know. Oh, whatever. All right, what were we at? 30-something? How is my demotion shield expiring? I'm not even at 0 LP. God, just the mechanics of D4 are so obnoxious. I have no idea why it went offline for some people. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, something definitely happened. That's on YouTube's end. It doesn't say 1224, like, that was a long time ago. Video output low. I think that's pretty close to when I started the stream. It's not telling me the stream health was messed up, but there's obviously a huge drop. Almost like half the freaking viewers. A lot of people just kind of leave it running in the background too while they're doing other stuff or playing games or something, so we don't even get some of those viewers back. It sucks. The last 2 nights have been really light on viewers. If, like, YouTube keeps screwing around with, like, this algorithm or just, like, their stuff's just not functioning right, then we might take a peek at Twitch. I mean, we were meaning to take a peek at Twitch anyways at some point, but... They do well on some nights. You know, earlier this week we were getting like 180, 200 concurrent. I mean, part of it might be because I've been playing Karma lately. Maybe people just don't like Karma for the last 2 days. I had been on a huge win streak, so it's not that I was like losing. Because sometimes people don't like to watch if I'm losing. I know, I started late. It's just that was a thing yesterday too, but maybe that is. There's a lot of graduations. It's Father's Day weekend.
I won't be denied.
Nice. Good job.
Always trust your spirit.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with them Pepe hands. Get him with the old Pepega. This guy actually picks Trinity Jungle. Might have a little Dodgerino here. Nice, Miniclo. Hope you're enjoying this, man. 1500 LP hero. We've already dodged once. Against Kazakhs? I guess we gotta play it, I guess. I don't know, like... We're gonna lose 10 or we're gonna lose 16. If it was a 3-point dodge, definitely. The Lux and the Vayne are both pretty good. Vayne's a good matchup into Ezreal... I don't know about the Fiora Nasus. That's kind of a skill matchup. I think Fiora beats him later, but shouldn't have any games. She's got like 2 games on it. He's got 125 Nasus games. Now, this dude is not that great on Kha'Zix. It's possible.
The answer lies within.
I think Karma's better than Brand. I think Karma's like really good into other AP champs like Zyra and Brand because she outranges them. And her mana costs are a lot lower and she scales better and has better itemization.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I mean, that's classic. Back when Zyra was super strong, Karma was like the classic counter into that. I mean, we'll see. It's not like Brand can't win, but...
As Ionia changes,
sharing is caring. Yeah, you gotta mail Sammy some of that. When are we gonna be able to fax physical objects? That's what I want to know. I guess it's getting pretty close. You can 3D print whatever that brownie is, probably. I guess that's what 3D printing is basically faxing something.
my spirit is
Replicating it from a pattern. $19.71 with fax, yeah. I think that was nice to dodge. I missed a little experience here, though. She's good at dodging that stuff. I can't dodge till I get boots, or it's going to be a lot harder. We gotta ward. We gotta just push him in, and then I gotta use my ward on Scuttle. His Vayne seems pretty legit. Oops. Okay, yeah, we can maybe get this. Really? That worked? Holy shit. Wait, how the hell did he get there? Oof. Damn, that was brutal. I guess we shouldn't have tried that gank. Vayne wasn't close enough. I honestly, I didn't even see the Kha'Zix was there until it was too late. She cut off the Vayne. Please tell me you dodged the stun. Or you just end. It's fine too. Right. You gotta know he's gonna do that, man. As soon as he hits you with W, you gotta flash over him. Oh, really? Dude, she got stunned? Come on, man. Oh, that's a sad day. I guess Fiora's up in CS. Man. Man, we all played them so hard early, too. We got Scuttle, we pushed them in. We got push advantage. We were up CS when they backed. We had Dragon. It was just that counter gank middle was just brutal. I thought that the Kha'Zix was topside. Tryndamere is up a lot of CS. I mean, that would have been a good play from Vayne if she didn't get stunned there.
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Wait, who's... No, 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 no. Damn it, bro. It's the same concept as Ezreal. Do not tumble forward against somebody that has CC. I don't know why people, like, AD carries with mobility just don't really seem to understand that concept. Like, if you use your mobility forward, they know it's open season. They can do whatever they want to you. Vayne was legit earlier. Now she's showing her true colors. Every time I say something, man. Every time I say something nice. Oh my god. I don't know where mid is. Well, she didn't combo kill him if he done flashed it. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think it's just more slot efficient.
And made another between them.
Well, Lev's right. That would have killed him if he didn't heal.
Never falter.
Enemy killing spree.
Well, that's dragon.
Turret plating will soon fall.
We can't do anything about that. Bro. I mean, that was a suicide mission. Like,
An enemy has been slain.
yeah, she got the kill on him, but, like, Kha'Zix was going to collapse. Like, there was no way that she doesn't die doing that. And she's going to lose CS. I might get dove here. It's not worth. I think trading kills is just not worth as AD carry because you're missing CS in addition to trading the kills. I mean, maybe I'm too conservative when it comes to that, but I don't like it. I'd rather just force him out of lane and get a CS advantage. I mean, if you get the kill, nice, but like that was 100% suicide because we knew Kha'Zix was on Dragon. It was warded. Dude, I'm not going to help Vayne. Like, Kha'Zix was going to collapse. I would have just died. Like, #1 way to lose a lot of games as support is to try to go help people that are doing stupid stuff. I do it way too much. But that was a very obvious one because we knew where the jungler was. Like, sometimes you get baited and the jungler just, like, shows up or something if the fight goes long, but, you know, if you 100% know the jungler is, like, within 2 screens of you, and you want to, like, go dive under tower, you know, it's... if she wants to do that, fine. Like, you really shouldn't even do that if you don't know where the jungler is. Like, right here is dangerous if Kha'Zix rolls up, but I'll go with her on this one. I don't think so. I don't think she had the win rate for that. We should have backed up after that. They collapsed on us. It's like, okay, Lux, well, why don't you ward then, man? It's a brand. Like, you know, he doesn't have a lot of mobility. He just literally walks up, and you're Lux. Like, you have really long ranges. Did they get that dragon? Yeah. They did a while ago, I think. Like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that was like right before they killed Vayne. Kha'Zix was just bottom. Now he's just everywhere. Jesus Christ, and the brand's there again. Are they low? They're not low at all. Oh, bro. Burned out. I thought they were backing. Did he? I thought I saw him back. I guess I didn't see it right. I thought I saw them both run this way. Maybe the brand cut this way and the Kha'Zix cut that way. Karma's really good right now in general. I'm not having a good game on her, but I went like 8-0 on her a couple of days ago. What are we doing? Like, we're playing like a bunch of chimps. Everyone's like flashing forward, like diving towers. I mean, I screwed up right there too. Well, I hope not, Sammy. I should have dodged the trend jungle. I don't know what I was thinking. Fiora got smashed top. We were doing all right bottom, but Brand got to roam so much and just got to kill every single time on Lux. I don't think everyone is only Asians or tryhard. I mean, Europe won MSI. I think people just aren't good. Like, I don't think it's not that they're trying. I think it's that they actually are getting outplayed. I don't know. She's like, if you pressed R, maybe it would make sure that I don't turn around again. I'm not even sure if,
We have learned as
I'm not even sure if my R was up there. It may have been. But I don't know. Like, I didn't think she was going to turn around and walk back into them.
Your turret has been destroyed. Has been destroyed. Your turret has been
We have no wave clear. Our jungle and top are melees. Lux is like AFK in the tower or something. Oh my god. Not that it matters, but... I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I didn't have a good game, but it's like, bro, you like... It was literally open lane. Like, Ezreal was open. And you, like, chose to, like, dive him under tower, like, tumble forward. How many times did she tumble forward and get stunned and killed by Brand? Like, 2 or 3 times in lane. Like, R-ing and, like, flashing forward on Ezreal when we see them doing dragon. And it's like, bro. I mean, I had a couple of bonehead moves, too. I should not have pushed middle. I thought Brand was back. And I wanted some more charges to complete my wards. I just wanted 3 autos on that tower, but... I don't know, man. Maybe Ezreal's good. I mean, it feels like every AD carry's bad. If it's not Sivir, it's bad. So maybe Ezreal is good. I mean, Vayne can beat Ezreal, but you just can't tumble forward into a Brand stun. Like, he figured this out early on. Like, in the game at level 1, he was like, okay, I need to save my tumble. Brand's going to try to hit me with a skill shot. I dodged the skill shot. Like, he had it figured out level 1. But it was just, like, somewhere along the line, after he got, like, Bilgewater or something, he thinks he can just, like, tumble forward into them. Like, Brand doesn't have a stun anymore once he has Bilgewater. So he was doing pretty well for a while there, but, like... I mean, if Brand lands the stun, I can't do anything. I can shield her, but, you know, Brand by himself is going to do, like, 70% of the health. And then Ezreal gets a free full combo. He gets his, you know, WQE auto. I mean, Vayne can run down Ezreal, but not if you tumble. Like, you don't need to tumble. when you're Vayne. Like, you don't have to tumble forward because you're already faster than they are. You just press R, you walk up, you auto-attack a bunch, and as soon as they throw a skill shot at you, you hold your tumble in order to dodge the skill shot. And usually you tumble, like, diagonally. You don't tumble straight forward, or you'll get hit by the skill shot. Like, that's the whole thing is Vayne. It's kind of like Ezreal, where it's like you really have to not get hit by stuff. She's a little bit tougher. I mean, my chin's up. I'm not sad about it. I'm annoyed, but, I mean, I'm not surprised. Well, we beat an Ezreal the game before last, I'm pretty sure. But we had a lot of problems. I mean, I made mistakes too. Like, top lane got annihilated. It was 0-6 top. Jungle Trendamere. Alright, see you, Lev. Thanks for coming out. I don't know. Probably should have been a dodge. Hey, thanks, Jay Plays. I appreciate it. I can get some water. I just gotta start dodging. It just really sucks bad when you dodge and you only get 13 to win, and multiple dodges are minus 10. That's like 70% of a dodge. It's so dumb. I've been in and around D4 for probably like 100 games now, and I'm still getting 13 per. Like, how much do I have to prove that this is about where my ELO should be right now is D4? Like, if your ELO is where it should be, you should be getting 20 per. Oh, he's got some nerd speak going on over there. We nerding out. Got a bunch of nerds in here. I always love it when someone like calls somebody like a nerd in a video game. It's like, dude, you're also playing the video game. Or just like calling people no-lifers or like stuff like that. It's like, bro, you realize how sad that sounds. Oh, we're against Pike. All right. Well, hopefully people know how to play their champs. Hope is not usually a good strategy. Hit them with some Buddhist philosophy. Start reading them some quotes out of the Tao Te Ching. Maybe that's what I need to read on stream. I was reading that one time during a Total War campaign because like the end turn was taking so long. It was like 2 minutes. I should break that out. I don't know where I put it. Is it over here? I mean, Ezreal was okay. You know, he was all right. I don't think he was phenomenal. I think that Vayne just handed him kills. I mean, the big thing, like, I think that the MVP really was the brand, honestly. I don't say that about a lot of enemy supports. But that brand really did have some good roams. He got, like, 3 kills on the Lux middle, and he killed the Vayne bottom lane several times. Like, we were wrecking him early. I was hitting him. Like, we were dodging all of his skill shots, and I was hitting him with a good chunk of mine. But then he just decided, hey, I'm going to roam. that roam that we had was catastrophic. Was that the last game? I can't remember. I think it was. Yeah, where the Kha'Zix collapsed after we got Dragon. We gave them 3 kills, and that was just terrible.
Seconds until minions spawn.
Get the new Twin Shadows Garen build.
Minions have spawned.
How do you not kill yourself? I've studied a lot of religions. I'm not like I don't know if I'd call myself into. I mean, I don't talk about religion on the stream. I find a lot of them interesting, and I think that a lot of them have very useful things to say if you listen to them.
We must all.
Well, high mastery doesn't mean high skill, but it means he probably, like, if he's a diamond level person with that much, he probably knows matchups. But yeah, I mean, I've studied mostly Buddhism, but like a lot of it is not like the scriptures or the text of Buddhism. It's how it gets interpreted by Western thinkers, which is very different from what like the text actually says.
We have learned as much as we have suffered.
Most of it is how like British Victorian thinkers interpreted Buddhism. Like that's sort of what my specialty is, which is not the same as what Buddhism like actually says a lot of the time. I'm like familiar with like the basic tenets of it, but I'm not like a scholar of, you know, the sutras. Alright, I need to ward here soon. And I just know Taoism. I took a religions in China class, which was awesome. That was one of my favorite classes undergrad. Which is kind of a survey where we just studied mostly Taoism and Confucianism. I'm going to be studying a lot more Confucianism because I'm going to have to write about Ezra Pound and in my dissertation. He was very, very heavily influenced by Confucianism, which sounds really weird, but like he was all in. And like the way he was interpreting it, he became like super fascist and supported Mussolini and things like that in World War II. He was actually imprisoned in a, like today, what we would call like a Guantanamo Bay type of situation. And people say he pretty much lost his mind and then kind of recovered eventually. But he was put in like a box or something in the heat for like, I don't know, days to try to like get information out of him. Hey, some poets out there live some very interesting lives. A lot of them do. But yeah, he did write about Buddhism as well. I don't think he was a big fan. A lot of people think of Buddhism as very politically disengaged because they don't pay attention to anything. It's like there have been a lot of people that describe themselves as Buddha that were very not ultra like chill in the monastery compassionate. Like Pol Pot was Buddhist. I think he was a previous Buddhist monk. And he's the guy that in Cambodia like wiped out, I don't know, half the population or something. Obviously, that's rare. I don't think there are a lot of, you know, a lot of examples like that, but there's some. And of course, in Sri Lanka, you've got the government has done some pretty questionable things sometimes and identifies as Buddhist, but so did the Tamil Tigers, which were also that situation is really complicated. But Buddhism is definitely politically engaged in places where it's prominent, just like every other religion. So. Anyways, but yeah, that's why a lot of poets, hey, thanks for the sub, WS. That's why a lot of people just consider Buddhism like a lot of when it's really popular to be like very pragmatic and you know, jingoistic.
Never fear change.
We got stunned. So that's why Ezra Pound didn't like it, and that was one of the major critiques of some people in the Victorian era of Buddhism, was they're just like, oh, it's this religion that doesn't believe in anything, you know? Hell. God, that was right into a minion wave, and we didn't have it. It wasn't hitting any of our minions. That was so unfortunate. Why does he never die?
An ally has been
Holy shit, Aftershock is so broken, man. On a champion that squishy, it's just... It shouldn't work that way. Like, it should be based on your, like, tank stats. What, like, why don't they fix that? There are like so many abuse cases. Like Lux abuses that, Pyke abuses that. That was really bad. Like he pulled me in right before the creeps engaged our creeps, because I didn't even auto attack him to draw a creep aggro. It was just literally like right when they rolled up. I should have just backed up. I thought we could get him. If I dodged that hook, I think we had him. I should have just flashed the hook. Yeah, Lissandra. Well, Lissandra's been nerfed, but you know that was a major reason. God bless. Ekram's going top.
Boom. Headshot.
They are nerfing Pyke's health regen, I think, next patch, or they've talked about it. I mean, I think the health regen is probably okay. It's just like the Aftershock. Like, there's no way, like, we hit him with so many things, and he just, like, would not die. They're not that far ahead, fortunately. A little bit, as far as items go. She's got arrow. You gotta respect that arrow. Okay, maybe we can get carried by this Sejuani. We just gotta like not die. Okay, I think they got him.
An enemy has been slain.
We still don't know where Hekram is. He's got to be here, right? He wasn't top side. He's not top jungle. He's not mid. Like, he has to be on the bottom side of the map. Yeah, it should just be a percentage of your stats. Like, anytime anything gives a very high amount of base stat, like early on in the game as a rune, it's OP. Like, it doesn't take a scientist to figure that out. You know, that's what was wrong with Aerie. Really high base damage early on. That's what they had to nerf about Scorch. Really high base damage early on. Absolute Focus. Really high base damage early on. I mean, everything on and on. Dark Harvest. Like, everything. It's a lot of stuff up front without having to do anything for it. It's too good. Chrysalis. Holy shit. Oh, I'm dead. I thought they were either in that bush or they backed. That's rough.
As Ionia changes, so
Nerf Electrocute's, I think, fine. They have nerfed it, if that's what you mean, yeah. That was another one that was too much damage early on. Well, mid's chain feeding again. I mean, I'm not doing well either. It's like, man, can I just, like, get a break one game? Or I can, like, afford to make, like, 1 or 2 mistakes? The answer is no. You can never make any mistakes. I guess Yasuo's doing alright. They get dragon. No, no one's gotten dragon yet. Like, how many times are they gonna dive us? God. Alright, well. I guess we get Rift.
My spirit is unquenchable.
Enemy has been slain.
We're winning everywhere else. They're gonna drop Rift there, so at least they'll get top tower. At least they should drop Rift, right? They're dropping it, yeah. Alright, well, we just gotta chill. Play some Survivor bot lane, which is... that's standard. Yeah. Am I dead? Is Pike here? I might be dead. No. Oh my god. What the fuck is that damage? It's like literally one shot off of one item. Man, feels bad, dude. These games tonight are so bad. I mean, it was pretty obvious somebody was going to do something when they warded that. That's why I was wanting our jungler to come down a bit faster. Like, because they know that's warded. They wouldn't do that for no reason. I guess we just have to do this. What to do about Hecarim as support? I mean, I don't know. You don't do a lot about him. Play Recon, I guess. Someone who's really mobile. No way. Caitlyn, you got an ult? No, she shouldn't have her ult. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, he's like 2 and 4. He just completely skipped his jungle item to rush Trinity Force.
Lies within.
Like, how much health does Caitlyn have? Like, I felt like he literally did like 950 health off of a normal, like, ability, off of a Q. On that. Like, it was like 90% of her health. I don't even think he used Ignite. Maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe something else hit her, but like, I feel like a basic ability off of one item should not do more than like 500 tops. Really? What the? Oof. I didn't even hear the noise. Did it give the noise and I just missed it?
Never fear change.
Did it have the pike noise? I didn't hear it. Okay. Like, he just used his hook. I guess he's probably got close to 20% CDR. I feel like he just missed his, or he just hit me with his hook. And then I turned around and it was like 3 seconds later, his hook's back up. Can't do anything there. I can't move. What? God. Okay, I guess I got onslaughted and then silenced. Man, I'm just getting wrecked tonight. I'm gonna have to call it after this one for sure.
Never again will I
You gotta reset. I don't know, man. I think he should have ganked bot, but at the same time, I didn't need to die a lot either. They were making stuff happen on the other side of the map, but those Hecarim ganks were brutal. I mean, it's not really jungler's fault. Like, he was doing other stuff. They got Rift. They got first tower top. It would have been nice if the jungler showed up against an Ashe. I mean, Pike is hard to gank, but like, Ashe is easy mode. But at the same time, it's like, we should have just not died. We could do that. Wait, what? How did... Yasuo went in and they turned it around and killed us. They have no shields. mean, Garen's about to flank, dude. No, that was terrible, man. We weren't in position. It was a bad engage. Wait. Why didn't he ult the pipe? Did he think he was going to kill him without the ult or something? Oh, we had spammers, like, first week I was in there.
I've seen two paths and made another between.
I remember Boris, the original, the OG spammer. Very few people will probably remember Boris. You'd have to be like one of the first like 100 subscribers on the channel probably. Selly will remember him.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon. An enemy has been slain.
All right, maybe. Maybe. We get dragon? No, they're gonna get dragon. I like the Caitlyn's build.
Challenge what you will.
What the hell? Oh my god, the Pike is 14-3 though. I guess I could have maybe dropped a redemption on the Pike, but still, he doesn't. He's got 2 items. He also has. I guess he also only has 2 also. All right. God. Were we at 18, really? Alright, well, at least we're not on red. I don't like pressing 2 buttons. I'd rather just hover over myself, like in 99% of situations. Alright. Well, we'll be... actually, tomorrow night's going to be viewers' night, so... hopefully we can just kind of reset, and then Monday we can come back in, try to win some more games, get back up there. Guess at least we made it for a while without getting demoted, so that's good. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.